Hi, everybody. This is Oyama Kunjwa. I am yet to answer another question, or rather, to look at the topic that is from my YouTube subscribers. I've been asked to talk about how do we have tough conversations in the workplace. Okay, I think let's take a step back and remember tough conversations are tough for a reason. Okay, they're not gonna become easy. They will remain tough because they are taking you out of your comfort zone. You are having a conversation that you wouldn't have on a normal day. It's something that is making you feel uncomfortable. So be kind to yourself. It is okay to feel anxious. It is okay to feel like you don't want to talk about this. Just be kind to yourself. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to first list the advantages or what this having this conversation would help you, and write any possible disadvantages that you can think of in you having this conversation. I bet you it will do more good having the conversation than not having a conversation. Okay, all righty. So I thought about this and I said to myself, if you want to be heard by the next person that you are trying to relay a message, what is the easiest way, or what can make the other person wants to listen to you? I think the first one is to first request their time. They may answer and say okay, they don't have time, and then you know, in your response, just ask when can they be available to have a chat with you, and set up something, you know, to have that conversation with the other party. Okay. It is important that, you know, you do not beat around the bush when you get to that session, and you go straight to the point, because you have a goal that you want to achieve at the end of the session, right? And for you to be able to get, you know, the answers or the response that you're looking for, is if the next person that you are talking to, they understand exactly what you want to talk about. I'll start, you know, with the leadership team, with our managers. I think it is very important that, you know, we create a safe space for team members, for employees. We have an open door policy, so that they understand that should they have any issue or have any challenges, they can come and have a conversation, right? Let's not create an environment where the employees are fearful to have a conversation. Let's relay this message over and over again to say, whenever I have time, you can have, you know, a conversation with me with whatever. This helps employees to feel they are important. It helps them to feel that they are also part of the decision making. It helps them feel like they are indeed part of the company, they are family. um, and that also has a huge impact on their delivery. Okay, so what I thought about it, you know, is to be able to, as a person who has this challenge, to be able to be kind to yourself, obviously, like I've said, and also be willing, you know, to respect the positive criticism that may come from the other person, you know, that you are relaying the message to, because you don't know what's going to come back. To remain calm. Obviously, you are having a conversation that is not easy to have. So there might be misunderstandings here and there, but because you know your goal, you know where you want to get to, try to remain as calm as possible as you can. Okay. And then, as part of your statements, you know, when you're starting your conversation, I always say start talking like, you know, somebody who who's do not talk as if your feelings or what you are saying is a fact, but rather talk from a space where you start your statement like, I feel like if we could do things this way, it would help us to achieve A, B, C, and D. Or I feel like the team members are not doing so well in a certain area, and I can look at examples such as A, B, C, D, and Z. It becomes an easier conversation to have because you are not blaming the other party and you are not saying you are right, but rather you are saying you have an observation that you have observed. And you think if you could do things differently, maybe things could change. Okay. The other thing I can think of is, obviously the culture, company culture, team culture plays a critical role. Openness, trust, they need to be core. They need to be part of the culture of the company. They need to be part of the culture of the team, which just takes me to, Scrum values. Scrum teams would understand what I am talking about. With teams that have Scrum masters, um, I'd like to say, I trust that Scrum Masters, they create an environment working obviously with the management, with the product owners, with the delivery leads, with everybody who is involved in the company to ensure that there is a creation of the safe space for the team members. Team members, they know that they can express how they feel. They can say anything and everything that impacts them in any way, that could affect the way they perform or they deliver. Okay, so that takes me to, the Scrum values. The first one being courageous. As Scrum teams, I think we know that we need to have courage to talk about anything, be it's our work, be it's our processes, be it's the people around us, that is not working for us, right? Or that is even working for us. That things that we need to continue doing. And then it also took me back to respect. If you want to have a conversation with someone, you need to ensure that you show respect to the other party, to the other team member, so that you can also receive respect in return, which will make us a great team, right? Right. And then the next one is openness, transparency. That is Scrum. Everything needs to be transparent. You need to be transparent about your work. You need to be transparent about your challenges. You need to be transparent about just anything that comes your way that has an impact on your work. Right. And commitment, you commit to your team. You want your team to be successful. Therefore, if you want your team to be successful, it means having a conversation in terms of what challenges you have. You have to have that. And the last one being focus. I don't know anybody who can focus when they're having, challenges with the team members that are unresolved or that are not spoken to. So for us to be a big team, for us to be no, sorry, not a big team, but a great team, rather, yes. For us to be a great team, we need to be able to talk to one another if there is challenges, so that we can focus to our work. We can focus on greater things as a team. We can focus on delivery as a team. So yeah, I just hope that this does make sense and it does answer your questions. And tomorrow, have that conversation. Thank you. This is Oyama Kunjwa. Ciao.